Manager, Andrea Kern.
Hi, Andrea. Nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you.
This is the two young ladies that keep me out of trouble and point me in the right direction.
Paul and Andrea.
Yeah.
How do you like your boss? All to try.
Job. He's all right.
He's all right. Did you hear that?
I love him.
What a, yeah. Okay. All right. Let's sit down and...
Okay there, Andrea?
Are you okay with that more? We could go ask them if they could,
Business is like, you got to do everything, right? Everything, and it's so hard. I worked in film for a period of time as an actor, and I always say to people, now you can see what...
I see your face without
Yeah, I know, but my eyes are... My eyes
that's
with the
fine.
sun.
I just want to see who am I talking to. Hi, I'm Johanna.
Dan.
Hi,
How are
Dan.
you? See that?
That's better.
This is what I look like, just in case.
You recording?
Are we recording? Oh, okay. You're recording?
Yeah.
We're going. Johanna, first and foremost, thank you very much for allowing us some of your time. Congratulations on your feature film shooting this summer, and it's got to be pretty exciting for yourself. But how does a lady take a stage play and get it into a feature film in such a short period of time?
Well, the lady is a filmmaker,
Yeah.
and it was never meant to be a stage play.
It was never?
No. It just happened that way so that we could try out the story.
So you just try out the story on the stage?
Yes.
And what surprised you about when it did hit the stage?
Not much.
Not much?
That is not on the screen yet.
Yeah, but I mean, when it was originally done on stage, was there anything that the way that it was interpreted that you were surprised at the way that it was
Actually,
delivered?
I directed the stage play, so...
So it didn't really surprise you at all?
No.
So your vision was
No.
able to be
Yes.
carried out on stage?
Yes.
You come from a background of documentary filmmaking, do you not? Do you not
No, I do not.
Okay, let's go to our notes here. Did you not do? Now let's
Nope,
go. I'm
I've
going to have to
done
check
one
this out.
documentary in my life.
You've done one documentary in
In
your
my
life.
life.
Okay, let's talk about your
my
documentary.
background.
It's not your background.
No.
Okay, let's talk about your documentary.
About my
A
documentary?
portrayal of a man, a
it's-
producer, director, and a writer,
It's not
1994.
it's not a documentary.
It's not
It was
a-
a short film.
It was a short film, and it was about
Drama.
a portrayal
About
of
a
a
man who had his portrait done.
Okay, Toronto. What is this? Second Society, a documentary
that was a
about.
documentary about
Who did you work
homelessness.
with in regards to that?
Well, with a small crew,
Did you?
and it was done for a cable station. And
Yes.
that was the most exciting experience of my life. I just had to go deep down into that topic and find out things about myself and others. And it was quite fascinating. You see, I come from Europe, and
Yes.
we do not see so many homeless people on the streets in Europe.
Yes.
And when I arrived in Canada and found out how many people were homeless and struggling for their lives, for food, I just wanted to find out
What
what's going on.
surprised you the most about that?
What surprised me the most about it, that there were people, that there were regular people. Also always, we have a feeling that homeless person is someone that's very different than we are. And they're actually almost the same. It's just that they cannot come out from the deep depression that they fall into. And it's usually following a certain event in their lives that they cannot come over.
Out of filming about the people that live on the streets and seeing what they go through, were you able to come up with any kind of an answer about how we might be able to tackle the problem of it?
Yeah.
And what would that answer be?
Well, the answer would be, well, they would need more counseling. And you see, because I do feel personally that the support that they give me in terms of food or a little bit of pocket money is not what is actually going to help them to get out of the crisis. I would think that they would need a little bit more of a counseling sessions rather, and sort of so that they could get back on track with their lives and be fully involved in working in society. That's what I figured out. It's very difficult for them to leave the street. Nobody would give them a job. Nobody would give them a second chance.
Did you find understanding right from the beginning, understanding their struggles? Was it easy for you to understand where the problems lied and how they must have felt like?
Yes, you see, I'm a writer, so I can imagine just about anything. And I imagine that sometimes when we are in the depth of desperation, frustration, depression, it's not easy for us to deal with it. And we need guidance or help. and someone to tell us that it's basically not definitely our fault. It's just the circumstances are too harsh. And human need acceptance and love and support. It's much more complicated than that, and I don't have all the answers.
Right.
I only found some answers for myself.
It seems that the documentary helped you as a filmmaker in regards to your own interpretation, and just in a very short period of time sitting here, you're very passionate about what you learned out of that experience.
Yes.
On that basis, and then coming to do this feature film, is there certain aspects of it that you're able to carry in what you would like to see visually done?
Visually done?
Yeah, from your documentary experience.
Visually, perhaps not. But, I'm not sure I follow the question.
Well, I guess the thing is that when you're making the transition from a documentary that has had an impact on you, and you are being able to see reality as reality is
I've
on.
done quite a lot of shorts after that. It wasn't my last short. It was the only documentary I've done in my life, and I did short dramas after that.
I understand that. I understand
Okay.
that. Let's go back to the documentary. The documentary is in my interpretation, from what we're sitting here talking about,
Yes.
had an impact on you in regards to the way that you saw what this was about.
Yes, rather it helped me to understand why homelessness happens.
Okay, so
Okay.
we've got that.
We've got that.
So what I'm wondering is, when you finish doing a documentary as such that has such an impact on you, what kind of artistic impression are you able to take from that experience to be able to put into
Human.
into-
I can portray human. Any human, anytime, anywhere, anytime.
So does that help you as a director to get your
Yes.
actors to do the things you want to
Yes.
do? That's where I was trying to get to
You got
in
it.
regards to it.
You
We
got
got
it. I
there.
got the right
I'm so
answer.
glad. Okay, let's talk about this feature since we got all that cleared up.
Yep.
Okay?
I'm happy you have you got it.
All right, we got that done. You've written this feature itself, is that correct? Okay. It's been done on stage, which is absolutely wonderful. So how does somebody take it from stage and get it to feature in regards to raising the funds, casting, locations,
I don't know.
all
One
those kind of
must be
things?
crazy idiots to do it. It's a hell of a difficult job.
Where did you start even trying to get that? I mean, it's just, I can't even imagine, because putting all the pieces of the puzzle together to be able to get the feature to come together must have been 2 hours a night of sleep, if that.
Something like that.
You surround yourself with really good people that believe in what you do? Yeah.
And I must say that you might dream about anything you want to dream about in the world, but without help of the others, without others believing in your idea, you can't do anything. You know, especially as a filmmaker.
Yes.
I wouldn't be able to shoot it myself. I wouldn't be able to act in it myself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to pull it off without my team, which is, we are like family.
You've got a young cast along with a young crew. Has that been a challenge for you, or has it been exciting for you?
It's exciting.
Is it? Yeah. They bring a lot to the table,
It
don't
is
they?
exciting.
Yeah, it is. It's exciting. And
They're
they
the best people, I have to say, they're the
Yeah.
best people in the world.
Are they?
Yeah.
This crew.
This crew.
Okay.
And this cast. I have the best actors, I have the best crew. There you go. I can
Okay.
rest and enjoy the show.
When I come back and see you in 15 years, I'm going to ask you who the best crew and the best actors are. 15 years from now, okay?
They'll be the same people.
You're also shooting this in HD TV, are you not?
Yes, as HD, high definition digital format. The last episode of Star Wars was shot in this format, and I truly believe that's the future.
Is it your
It's,
first time working with this type of technology?
Yes.
Was there adjustments you had to
Yes.
make?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah. I was working with film, so I had to learn a lot. It's definitely different in terms of technicality.
Yeah.
And the DP has to know what they're doing with the lights, because light meters don't work. Any guidelines that you have for film, they don't work with
Is that
HD.
right, eh?
Yeah, it's very difficult.
This is all a new
It-
technology
it
for all of
is,
us, eh?
it
So it's
is,
pretty
it is.
exciting. But I understand the quality of picture is just outstanding.
Oh yes, it's outstanding.
So have you been able-
exciting on the screen?
So
on the cinema screen.
Cinema screen. So, but right now all you get is your dailies that you're able to take a look at. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So far. And then you're going to spend the next 6 months in post, right? Or next year.
I guess
Yeah.
so. I guess so.
I want to thank you very much and congratulate you on your on your feature, and I hope it does absolutely wonderful. I understand that it's part 1 of 3.
Yes,
So
it's
this
a trilogy.
yeah, so it's going to be pretty cool. You're going to be busy for the next
Yes,
long
I'm
while.
very busy, but we love fantasy, and you see, fantasy is a genre that I support with my entire heart, and my cast supports it with their entire heart, and so does the crew. Because in fantasy, what happens is that the dreams come true, and everything happens exactly the way they should in reality, which not always does. But in fantasy, we're really fulfilled because it's just the right way for things to happen. That's why we all love fantasy, adults and kids. Yeah.
I like that.
Don't you love
Yeah,
fantasy?
I like that.
You know, it's an
fantasy.
ideal. It's
I didn't
an
even
ideal,
look at it that
it's
way
an
before.
ideal world. It's just
Yeah.
an ideal world that we step into, and everything, whatever happens, can happen just the way that you can imagine it should have happened in reality.
Well, you
It
got to
didn't.
do another documentary.
If I'm gonna do another, well, yes, I might.
Yeah.
Yes, I might.
Thank you very much.
You're so welcome.
Oh, hold it.
Hold it.
Okay, did you get that?
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thanks
I
for
really
coming to my
appreciate it.
set.
Hey, this is great, eh?